Hello Animorphs fans and welcome back to the Animorphs TV series live reaction thing. It's a drinking game as always, and today I'm drinking John Smith's because it was the cheapest at the time and I'm not made of money. The things I do for you. Right, so today's rules, there's no real change. Remember, we're drinking in fingers and it's 2 fingers for every time Marco utters a Mexican phrase. Doesn't happen that often recently. 2 for recycled alien shots, 1 for slow-mo, 3 for Canadian accent, 2 for an alien appears on screen, 2 for speed morph off screen. Axe and food is 2 fingers, bad security 1 finger, Visa 3 says fool 2 fingers. And anytime they discuss the Yerks openly in public, or anything to do with Animorphs, 2 fingers. Also, every time the episode makes me laugh, directly, it's a shot of this, the Black Sails rum. Now, last time it was not fun. It was not fun at all. For one thing, my microphone, I've got a little lapel microphone, it was glitching and the audio quality wasn't great. And obviously I was already drunk enough. I wasn't going to redo the episode and get twice as drunk. For one thing, I didn't have enough alcohol. So you just had to deal with what you got, unfortunately. I do apologise. But the microphone has been used a lot since then, because part of my job is this sort of stuff. So I use it a lot, and it's been fine since. So if it's bad today, then obviously Occam's razor suggests that it's because the microphone simply doesn't like the TV show and decides to stop working during the TV show. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, this episode's number 18. It's called The Release. And I thought, well, before I started this, I ended up watching the Marillion song called The Release, which is far more entertaining. And then I ended up on a YouTube trail and ended up at Croatian folk music. And I thought I'd gone far enough. So here I am. This is episode 18, The Release. Let's go.
I thought some of you might be venturing into the wilderness this summer for the sole purpose of becoming one with nature.
We just call that camping, Mr. Perkins.
Camping's a fancy word, Jake. Tents, sleeping bags, pots, pans, maps, compass. What happens when all that goes away? No food, no way of knowing where you are. How do you survive?
I get on my cell phone and order a pizza.
You're lucky I like you, Marco.
Is that thin and crispy or deep dish?
Hand tossed.
Now, I've hiked cross country 3 times, and I can tell you, nothing ever goes the way you plan when you're in the middle of nowhere. So, for tomorrow, I want...
Hold on.
And when you're in the middle of nowhere. So, for tomorrow...
Tomorrow? Tomorrow? Is that Canadian? Is that Canadian? Tomorrow. Tomorrow? No, it's more...
Goes the way you plan when you're in the middle of nowhere. So, for tomorrow...
No.
I want you to come up with 5 techniques that you think would help a person survive when they're in the wilderness. Here's one example you can't use. Now, these crickets can be found in any local forest or wilderness area, and are an excellent source of nourishment.
Seriously? Oh, fucking girl.
What? That was great.
Yeah, Zine, somebody pointed out in one of the comments, it was either on the Discord or the YouTube comments, that they've sort of taken the badass out of Rachel for this TV series. And I thought about it and I thought, yeah, actually, where's Xena Warrior Princess? Yeah.
That could have been one of us.
Oh, that's why she's pissed. Fair enough. Well, not so much pissed. As perturbed. Is he going to have another one? Fair enough. I mean, it's a good source of nutrition and protein. Isn't suggested. Oh, here he comes.
That was really rude.
That was really rude.
Crickets.
this like the oatmeal episode? I can't quite remember. The directors have been using much less slow-mo recently, I've noticed. Which is good in a way. Now just get rid of the music.
Yeah. 557 here. Look, I'll take care of things on my end. You won't see me for the rest of the day. I'll be in class tomorrow.
Hi, my name's Jake.
Okay, I didn't have to drink anything.
Kid who liked to do normal
Cool.
things, you know, go to school, play
I'm
video games,
sober!
hang out with my friends. But the other night, my whole life changed when my friends and I were given the power to morph. You know, change shapes. become
No
animals.
turning back, no
So now
backing
Marco,
down.
Cass,
Nowhere to run,
Tobias,
and there's no... Sorry.
my cousin Rachel and I can become dogs, cats, tigers, hawks, anything. Pretty cool, right? Not when you're the only thing between a bunch of mind-controlling alien yerks and the end of the world.
Have you noticed there's been no Hawk-Bajir since the
You can't tell anybody,
first
because you never know
Elemist
who's a yerk
episode?
and who's not.
I think they've scrapped the costumes. I honestly think they've scrapped the costumes by this point. They thought, this isn't worth it. Nobody likes it. To hell with it. Did they know by this point that the show was failing and it would be cancelled?
Living like he's at death's door. And I just sit there and watch him. I don't even go to help him or ask him if everything's okay, because he might be a yerk. I'm losing myself here, guys.
And may you never find you.
Rachel, I'm serious.
I'm sorry.
Yes! That's the most blatant Canadian accent.
Rachel, I'm serious.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Sorry. That's 3 fingers. Let's get drinking, guys. Go.
In class today, I thought Perkins was trying to tell us something. Like he knows something about us.
Where'd you get that?
Or why is he all of a sudden talking about survival and being without food and water and stuff?
Because it's pretty good, you know, lessons.
It's just weird.
No, wait. Perkins is cool. Right, Jake? Right, Jake?
Free. I'm free. It's out. The York's out. Freedom.
Somebody say something.
Freed controller.
Look. A guy says he could be a controller. Should we do something before he sees her?
Who's that guy?
He already has.
Freedom. Free yourselves.
We're going.
Marco just knows that a guy walking in
Cass,
is a
clear the
yerk.
bar. Come on, Rachel, let's go. Prince Jake. Prince Jake.
Come on. Axe, come on. Free yourselves. Hey. Yerk. Yerks.
What's up with her?
It's okay. She's a friend of ours. We'll get her home.
Sorry.
Even better.
This is 3.
That's supposed to be fun.
Do you know why I assigned the Earth invasion to you?
Because of my proven expertise in...
Because any fool could have done it. You're at the top of the list.
The rule is when Visser 3 says fool, not Visser 1.
It's under control, Visser. Well, we have had our setbacks,
Setbacks. You call the controller's destruction a setback.
but because of our energy needs, we've transported the human controllers to the mothership's Yerk pool. It's cloaked just above the Earth's atmosphere,
But you can't possibly re-energize every controller.
which is why I've ordered high-ranking Yerks to be re-energized first. They will eliminate any controller whose Yerk is near death. I also plan to use the Earth's media to calm suspicion, calling it a flu, a very contagious.
COVID!
From now on, I expect only forward
It was the Yerks all along! I thought it was the Chinese.
setbacks. They'll result in termination, and I don't mean from your duties.
This is proof, guys. COVID was a Yerk plan all along.
Of course.
All right, Victor, chill out.
Well, that rescue went smoothly.
Best one yet.
We tried. Sorry it didn't go so well.
We were ready for her.
I've got some news.
They've called a truce and they've decided to go home.
Just fill us in, Axe.
I heard a few reports about a flu epidemic on the radio. The reporters are saying it's highly contagious. The authorities are quarantining all those that are infected.
Wear your masks, guys.
Any way for yours to
Social
get close?
distancing.
Maybe Perkins has his flu.
Tom's been kind of sick.
And we just saw a freed controller.
You know, the Kandrona was the Yerk's main energy source. Maybe they're getting sick without it.
But we destroyed the Kandrona weeks ago. Why is this just happening now?
That was not the only Kandrona. Perhaps the Yerks have been using another source that is finally broken down.
This is big, you guys. Controllers suddenly free and human again? At first, people will just think they're crazy.
But after 20, 30, maybe 100 people start yelling about Yerks.
There's no way they can keep that covered up.
And maybe everybody will finally see. The truth is out there.
Teacher, Perkins. I put him in charge of rounding up the student hosts.
And what about Innis 335, the one in the host body of Tom?
Don't worry about Tom. He's on our priority list. Perkins is to take him to the new pickup spot tonight.
Good. We must work quickly. We can't afford to lose any more. Freed controllers must not be allowed to survive and reveal the secrecy of our invasion. Is that understood?
Yes, Visser.
By the way, I hate the fact that it's so condensed in this series. Like Visser 3
Here you go, Tom.
knows... Siri, shut up. Don't want to talk to you, Siri.
Okay.
Visser 3 is on first name terms with Tom. It just makes the invasion feel so small. And he's so invested in the school.
Stupid bug, Mama.
It just feels like it's restricted to this town.
Thanks for the soup.
Has he got a basketball hoop above his bed?
Hi, guys.
Just begging for someone to drop a ball on his head.
Some sort of flu hit him out of nowhere.
We've heard it's going around.
He's got the COVID. Why the music?
I think it's time we take Tom to the barn.
And tie him up like we did with you until the slug slides out.
It worked for me, didn't it?
Yeah, but that was different.
How was that different? Is it just because you didn't get your mother back last time that I can't get my brother back this time? Huh? Is that it?
No way, Jake. I'm with you all the way. But your brother is looking pretty sick in that bed. How are we gonna get him past your mom?
Wait till she falls asleep.
Or do what you did when Jake was there and get Axe to more... I suppose you'd have to acquire Tom first. But that shouldn't be too difficult, you know. Oh, look, Tom, my friend's just popped over. Oh, what a pity you fell asleep. He's going to acquire you now. Sounds well done.
Tom, where do you think you're going?
Looks like we're already too late.
You're sick.
Fine, Mom. There's a sharing meeting that I can't miss, and my friend's waiting for me outside. I'm feeling a lot better.
Tom!
This music is shite. Stop. Stop it now.
Jake, don't do this. Let him go.
Let him go too many times.
Tom, come back! I'm not gonna let you go! Oh, I know everything about you and the sharing. I know everything!
Okay, that's technically open discussion out in the street. Didn't reveal too much information, but it is still suspicious. I'm going to count it. It's 2 fingers. Drink.
What are you doing?
Jake, my friend, that was way too close.
In the middle of a public heckin' street. Plus, that's speed morph off screen. 2 fingers. Drink. mean, they've done it before, so why should I expect any different? Oh, he's a pooch now. Pooch. You don't think that Tom would have noticed him and Marco running after his car in the street, and then Jake suddenly morphing into a dog right in the street? Yeah, it's just silly. It's just silly. It's Perkins.
I'll take him from here.
Yay, Perkins.
Where are you taking me?
To the pickup site.
It's not supposed to be this far away.
There's been a change in plan. Don't exhaust yourself by asking questions.
We don't see morphing on screen too often anymore, do we? I suppose it's because of the budget.
You won't get away with this.
I've been through this myself, Tom. You're gonna feel really bad, but pretty soon, you're gonna be your old self again.
We'll track you down. You know we'll get you again. There's nowhere to run, Perkins. There's nowhere to go.
Well, tomorrow, you'll join me running to nowhere, and there'll be others.
So why... Okay, so Tom willingly went into this car that took him here.
And you'll never be able to trust anybody.
What's going on?
Your efforts are futile.
So are yours. Why don't you make it easy
No,
on
you.
yourself and relax? Chicken soup.
Speed morph off screen, perhaps? Yes, 2 fingers. Drink.
It's Perkins. He's on our side.
I know, I heard. He's got it under control.
I want to go help him.
No. It's too risky. Tom's still a controller. He can't see you till this is over. We'll come back.
Yeah, to be fair, Jake is taking some pretty un-Jake-like risks in this episode.
Okay, let's go.
It's pretty dire, if I'm honest.
You won't believe it.
Jake, we've been wondering what happened to you guys.
I was about to go looking for you two. Perkins has Tom.
Perkins is a freed controller.
That's great. How'd that happen?
Well, I don't know. All I know is that I saw Perkins make Tom soup.
Perkins has Tom tied up in his shack in the woods, and he's taking care of him till the Yerk dies.
This is wonderful, Jake. We get Tom back. How long's Tom been sick for?
For 2 days already. That means his Yerk should be out by tomorrow afternoon.
I'm sorry, Prince Jake, but once Tom is free, he'll have to leave here. The Yerks won't stop until they get him. They know where he lives.
He can fake it, but pretend he's a controller. And we'll look out for him.
But he's gonna have to go back to the Kandrona. He'll never make it through the sensors.
He couldn't keep that up for long. They'd find him out.
Once a controller, always a controller? Is that what you're saying?
No, it can't be like that. You make it seem like there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, Axe. Fucking chill.
No way. Let's not go there, guys. We don't stop fighting because we think the odds are impossible.
Because what we're doing is impossible. I mean, fighting an alien race, but we're doing it and we're getting somewhere.
We kicked a lot of Yerk's butt.
I say we make a plan to help Tom once he's free.
We'll bring him here.
We'll get him some supplies to take with him, some food, a sleeping bag.
That's still risky. The Yerks could get to him before we do. This could all be an elaborate trap. We have no way of knowing for sure if Tom's really a free controller.
But don't worry about
He looks awfully happy for somebody
I'll know
who's
when I
breaking
see
the
him.
bad news.
I'll know if it's Tom.
He's almost got like a little grin going on.
Tom, feeling okay this morning? Tom, I'm coming in, okay, honey? Jake? Did Tom leave already?
He's not home. We went on that sharing camping trip, remember?
I didn't realize the sharing meeting was an overnight camping trip.
Yeah, he went with his friend, the guy with the gray van.
I never would let him go if he told me that.
He said he'd be back tomorrow. I'm sure the camping will make him a new man.
Don't forget to read Chapter 7 for next class. Have a good weekend.
Mr. Perkins, I want to ask you something about survival in the woods.
Jake, we're gonna be late.
Go ahead, Jake.
Where do you like to go camping?
Lately, I've been going to Milton Park. It's good hiking there. You probably like it.
You gotta check it out sometime.
Thanks, Mr. Perkins.
What was that an aid of?
What are you trying to do in there? Blow our cover? Just let it all play out.
I just wanted to thank you.
I know I'd want to do the same.
Slow motion, one finger, drink. We finally got some slow-mo.
What?
I just saw Tom.
What?
It didn't work. He's still a controller. We have to warn Perkins.
Uh-oh, here comes Chapman. Hedrick Chapman. He's angry. He's got the Rozzers with him.
No, there's still time.
Jake, we do something now and the Yerks will know that we're kids in the school.
That's a chance I'm willing to take. We need more people on our side. You know we do. I owe it to Perkins.
Jake, in the books, might make that decision, but I doubt it. Jake's just not acting like Jake in this.
Mr. Perkins. Bet you didn't expect to see me here.
Tom, you're looking well.
No thanks to you, Mr. Perkins.
And a wild Chapman appeared.
Chapman? I don't know what you're referring to. Might be mistaken.
In the middle of a fucking school. Plus that speed morphing off camera, that's 2 fingers. Drink.
Like I said, Perkins, there's nowhere to run.
Get him out of here! He is not to be reinfested. He is to be eliminated.
Why? What? And there's a tiger. Where are all the kids at? That's slow motion. 1 finger, drink.
Andalite, when are you going to stop hiding behind your pathetic morphing powers and show yourself?
Slow. We've got to see that again. Right, let's just get that 1 thing out of the way before I forget. That was a bit of slow motion. Drink. Oh dear.
Hiding behind your pathetic morphing powers and show yourself.
I think Dan made a gif of that fool as well. I love Dan. Dan, the person who runs Andalite Arm Fight Productions. I want to see more videos from you. I want to see more because I really enjoy your videos. Anyway, Medi Bollocks, this one's for you. Chin chin.
Have the advantage now, Andalite. But you'll never win.
More slow-mo.
A tiger?
Even more slow-mo.
We were defenseless.
How fortunate for Perkins that a wild animal should appear in the right place at just the right time.
Exactly.
Yes, isn't it?
Innis 226 not only failed to see that Perkins was a freed controller, and that he was attempting to abduct other controllers to form a resistance with, but he also failed to recognize that at least one of the renegade Andalites has been using the school as a cover.
Oh shit, that was a laugh, wasn't it? No. Oh, fucking, I've got to obey my rules, haven't I? Fucking drink.
Well, Innis 226.
I've had my suspicions about an Andalite at the school for some time. I have an idea.
Yes.
My camera's about to run out of power. I hope it holds out. It's the rum. The last episode, I felt really drunk afterwards. It's the rum. It's the rum that does it. The lager and the beer I can deal with. But as soon as you throw in 3 or 4 shots of rum...
Had an idea you'd find me here.
It's not fun. Too much rum is not fun.
I brought you some supplies, some food. It should last for a while.
I appreciate it. I don't know what I'm gonna need.
You're the master of survival in the wilderness. What are you worried about?
I think you know.
So where does that put us?
Same position, I think. We both know too much, Jake. Maybe the less we talk to each other, the safer we are.
Mr. Perkins.
Absolute
mad lad!
Then again, maybe we should share information when we think it could be useful to each other. Good, Jake. You've always been smart.
Fuck off with the music. We don't fucking need it!
First. I know about the Andalite disc.
The fucking...
Mr. 3 has it. It's close to unlocking it, Jake.
The disc needs to fuck off! Nobody gives a shit!
My turn. You know that tiger in your classroom?
Jake, don't. In whatever... However you did what you did, I thank you. You don't owe me an explanation. If anything, I still owe you. Besides, I have a pretty vivid imagination.
How can we contact you?
I'll find you. Take care, Jake. Best of luck.
You too, Mr. Perkins.
You won't regret saving me, Jake. Whatever happens, never give up.
It goes for you too.
Deal.
So he's just gonna go camping forever now? Okay.
We'd risked a lot by saving Mr. Perkins, but it paid off. We still have a ways to go in our battle against the Yerks, but that's not going to keep us from doing things the right way. Even if it means saving the world only one person at a time.
And that was that. It was a bit dull, wasn't it? Only got through 2 drinks. Makes a change from last episode. I might just drink another after this just for fun. Well, that was an episode. I mean, it was alright. It got back to the typical Animorphs formula, which it's sort of diverted from the last couple. I only drank 2 spiced rum shots. Medi bollocks. Yeah, it was just an episode, really. I feel really sorry for Mackenzie, because you suggested Vista 3 says fool, and I think ever since you suggested that, he hasn't said it once. We did get a very clear Canadian accent, though. Sorry. Sorry. Eh? Which is cool. But you notice now that the only times recently, most of the time we see aliens on the screen from like the last few episodes, it's been a Yerk slug, which is basically just a slug or a fucking licorice all sort. They've discarded the Hawk Bajir costumes because they've realised, okay, nobody's buying this as anything close to a Hawk Bajir or even anything worthwhile. So they've obviously discarded that. But that episode was, I mean, it was a middle of the road bloody Animorphs episode. We've had some stinkers, we've had some not too bad, and we've had one good episode. and we're 18 episodes in. There are another 7 episodes of this run. To be honest, I'm dreading it, really. I'm going to miss doing these when they eventually end. I mean, I know I've got 7 episodes left, but after that, I'm gonna miss it. Just sitting here, drinking too much while watching a really shitty show. I will. I'm going to open it to you for suggestions for what I should watch, because I want to continue drinking games regarding Animorphs. Just me sat here drinking to whatever. If you could please suggest something for me to watch or to listen to that I can turn into a drinking game. I mean, it could be a podcast where they have habits for doing or saying weird things or whatever. Just send me a suggestion, because I don't want to end this series and then stop doing the drinking games. I want to continue. So please suggest that. Right, I might have another one because I haven't drunk enough. This has become a bit of a weekly routine. Probably not healthy, but hey-ho. I do it for you, the loyal Animorphs fans. Except Medi Bollocks. Bugger you. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. This has been another live reaction to an Animorphs TV show episode. And it's been a bit quiet, this one, especially compared to the last one, but still 7 episodes to go. Or is it 8? No, yeah, it's 7. So I shall see you for the next one. These take place on Wednesdays at 6 PM British time. So tune in next week. And apart from that, I do my book reviews as well, and whatever else I do on this Animorphs channel. Anything Animorphs related. Come here to see it. So thank you very much for watching. I shall see you next time. Oh, and by the way, I finished a perfect second pint finish. Whatever. See you next time. Ta-ra.